So for question 1, you are given 3 circles that are enclosed by the rectangle ABCD, and we know that each circle has an area of 9 pi. So first of all, we know that the formula of an area of a circle is pi r squared. So since we know the area of each circle, 9 pi, we can find that the radius squared is equal to 9. And that means that the radius of each circle is 3. Since the radius is 3, we can find that the length of the rectangle is just equivalent to 6 radiuses, so 6 r's. So we know that the length of the rectangle is just equal to 6 times 3, which is 18. And we also know that the width of the rectangle is equivalent to 2 r's. So 2 times 3 will give us our width of 6. Now that we know the dimensions of the rectangle, we can just multiply 18 by 6 and we'll get 108 as our answer. Moving on, question 2. So for this set of numbers, we know that all of the numbers add up to 127. So if we add up all of these numbers, 2x plus 3 plus x plus 11 plus 4 over 3x plus 5 over 3x, just 5 over 3, plus 5x minus 7 plus 1/2 x plus 20, and all of that is equal to 127. So now if we isolate the x's to one side of the equation, that will make things a bit easier. Well, that will help us solve this equation. And we're going to subtract each side by 3, by 11, by 5 over 3, and we're going to have to add 7, and then subtract again by 20. First answer was 108. And on the other side, we just have to add up all of these x's, and we'll just add them up later. We'll add them up now, okay? Yeah, so this side, the side with the x's, if you add those all up, you'll end up with 59 over 6x, and then if you subtract and add all of this stuff, we'll get this side to be equal to 295 over 3. And if we solve for x, we'll find that x is equal to 10. And now we can plug 10 into all these numbers. So first of all, this number may not be the median because we don't know if every number in this set has been ordered by their value. So we actually have to plug in all the numbers, plug in all the thingies. So for the first number in the set, 2x plus 3, if we plug in x, we'll get 23. For the next number, x plus 11, we'll get 21. And then 1/3 times 4x plus 5, that will give us 15. And then x times 5 minus 7 is 43. And then half of x plus 20 gives us 25. So just seeing this, our median, our middle number will have to be 23. Question 3, you just have to find the pattern, and the pattern for this is this. Okay, let me just draw this out real quick. If we know two numbers, a and b, this number over here will be equal to a plus b. And then the number over here will be equal to a plus b. So to find what x is, we have two options. We can either do -3 plus 6 is equal to x, or we can just do -3 plus x is equal to 0. And for both of these, the answer will be 3. X will be equal to 3. Question 4 is also has to do with patterns. So in this case, let's just start out by writing out what 10 to the power of 2 minus 93 is equal to, and that's equal to 7. If we do 10 cubed minus 93, we're left with 907. If we do 10 to the power of 4 minus 93, we'll get 9907. And then if we continue with 10 to the power of 5 minus 93, we'll get 99907. So, just seeing this, if we have 10 to the power of like n, for example, minus 93, then the answer will be basically just, the answer will have n minus 2 number of 9s, and then it will be followed by an 07. So for 10 to the power of 93 minus 93, we know that it will have 91 9s followed by an 07. So the sum of all the digits will be 91 times 9 plus 7, and that will be equal to 225, I believe. I think. Let me just calculate real quick. 826 actually. That is our answer. So question 5, we're given this little thing, and we want to find the length of AE. So first of all, I'm going to solve this using kind of like a coordinate plane, and I'm going to look at this thing as a coordinate plane. So I'm going to draw the axes. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. And this will be the point of origin 0, 0. So if we do it like this, then we know that the coordinates of A will be 0, 3. The coordinates of C will be 4, 2. The coordinates of B will be 6, 0. And D will be 2, 0. So if we want to find the length of AE, then we want to find the coordinates of the point E. And that's what we're going to do. So let's first call line AB L1 and line CD L2. So to find the coordinates of to find the coordinates of E, we can find the equations of the two lines, line AB and line CD, and then we can find the point of intersection between them, since E is the intersection point. So the formula of the line L1, we're going to use slope-intercept form. That's y is equal to mx plus b. M is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So for L1, we know that the y-intercept is 3 since it's given to us. And that just leaves us with having to find the slope. So the slope of L1, or AB, will be 0 minus 3 over 6 plus 0 is equal to negative 1/2. Also, the answer to question 4 was 826. So that is our slope. Now, for line 2, we're going to use slope-intercept form again. And, okay, yes. So we want to first find M. We want to find the slope first, and that will be 2 minus 0 over 4 minus 2. Both the denominator and numerator is equal to 2, so our slope is 1. Now we have to find the B, and if we just plug in one of the points, let's plug in D, we'll be able to find B. So 0 in place of y and 2 in place of x plus b, and we'll get b is equal to negative 2. So that leaves us with our second line. So now we can set both of these lines equal to each other, and we'll be able to find the point of intersection, or point E. So if you do all that, you'll find that x is equal to 10 over 3 and y. And if you plug x back into one of these equations, we'll find that y is equal to 4 over 3. And that is E. So now all you have to do is use the distance formula to find the length of AE. And since I'm running out of time, basically the answer is 5 root 5 over 3. And I'm going to write the distance formula real quick. That's 10 over 3 minus 0 squared plus 4 over 3 minus 3 equals squared.